the trucking videos usually get between 10 and 30 views. And, you know, I know most of the people who are watching them, probably the same people every time. Let me see where to park. And I do thank all of you who view my videos, watch them, and if you ever give them a like, thanks for that. Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video, I'm here in McAlester, Oklahoma, where I've just picked up a load of clamshell buckets. They're heading down to Tyler, Texas. I'm hoping that this will be the first of 2 jobs today. In the hope that I make over $1,500, I've got to make up for Tuesday's horrible trip. So let's get on the road. Alright, well, it's the 4th day, it's Thursday of week 5 here in the Realistic Economy series, and there's a train going by. And I'm on just a little off course here, coming through the side here of the yard, trying to get out. But I think this is the exit, and the train's already passed, so shouldn't be another one. And I am on my way to Tyler, Texas, with hopes of getting into Louisiana by the end of today. Whether or not that happens, I don't know. But this job is supposed to take 4 hours, so I should have this dropped off by 12:30 or 1 o'clock at the latest, and should be able to get another load out by 2:30, and from there I'll go east into Louisiana. This is not a World of Trucks job, so I won't be limited to 65 miles an hour. Although right now the speed limit's only 55, but I think it's about to increase. What is it? 70. Alright. So that's what I'll speed up to. Now, as I'm doing this job, I have not heard any news from SCS about anything. I'm sure there's been some, I just haven't noticed it. Of course, there was, gotta get over. There was that one piece of news that there aren't going to be any special events on World of Trucks for a while. Will they ever come back? You never know. At this point, I don't know. They say they will. They say they'll be better than ever. Do we trust them after what they did to F6, F7? Well, hashtag justice for F6, F7. But yeah, I'm sure, in fact, that they will be bringing special event jobs back. Hopefully, it'll be back in time for Illinois. but you never know, it might not. It would be nice though, for the new system to be in place by 1.59, which I'm sure 1.59 will come out with Illinois. Usually when a new state is added, it comes along with the new version. And oh, I gotta pull in. Where do I pull in? Okay, it's going to be further up here. But I don't know. We might not get 1.59 with Illinois, or we may. You never know. It's always, kind of a surprise every time, I guess. Not really. Usually they tell us a few days in advance. But we'll just have to find out. All right. Well, last time I pulled into a way station, I didn't catch the message. This time I did, and it didn't say anything about anything being wrong, so everything's going well. As I pass the second weighing in the Realistic Economy series. But on we go. What's that? Never noticed that before. It looks like it's just a little work area. I think that's a railroad over the river. Speaking of railroads, I learned a lesson a couple weeks ago as far as my model railroad that I have in my bedroom. And that is, you can't always trust reliable sources. And what I mean by that is there was a video that I was watching, of course, on YouTube, and it was about how to clean your railroad track, your model railroad track. And it suggested using, and this was a somewhat reliable source as far as I could tell. This person suggested using a combination of odorless mineral spirits and probably ought to be in the right lane. Actually, that was probably a mistake. But anyway, odorless mineral spirits, and then put on a light film of something called No-Ox ID A Special. And I wasn't sure if this was reliable, but the channel that I was watching generally is known, as far as I can tell, for good information. And I looked it up, and a lot of people agreed that this was the way to go. So I ordered some of this No-Ox ID, and I realize I'm going 7 over the limit here with a police officer brake checking me as we go. So I ordered some, and the stuff is good. I'm sure it's a perfectly good product for what it was made for, which was to grease electrical connections like battery terminal. Almost missed that one and took the wrong exit. But as soon as I used it, I realized it was a horrible, horrible mistake. My little 262 Prairie that had been running so well before suddenly couldn't even pull itself around the track. It was just spinning its wheels and hardly moving. And it took me probably, I don't know, quite a bit of scrubbing. I don't know how long. And I don't have the biggest layout in the world, so saying that it took 20 minutes of scrubbing doesn't really mean much to some people. But it looks like I need to be in the right lane here. Yeah. But I scrubbed and I scrubbed, and I got in close to look close and get every bit of that stuff off the track. And finally, after doing that and cleaning the wheels with a shop towel, I was finally able to get enough of it off that it was operating pretty normally again. Just discovered Dallas. That's interesting. So yeah, I don't recommend using that product, NOx ID A Special, on your model railroad. Apparently some people have and haven't had problems. I did, and I had major problems. Fortunately, I did get it off before any of my other trains could be affected by it. And speaking of my other trains, my Santa Fe F7A did manage to make it to Bachman on Monday last week. So, of course, I'm recording this a week ahead. Oh, I gotta pull in again. Okay, so I'm getting pulled in twice at this time. Oh, that's fine. So it did make it, but I haven't heard anything yet. Hoping to hear soon. I think it usually takes a while for them to actually get through, get to the process of checking it out and fixing it. But I'll of course say something in a future video when I hear something. But until then, I'm sure they'll get to it as fast as they can. In the meantime, I do have my 2 new Kato engines that so far have been really good. And of course, one of them is an older BNSF engine, number 667. I had to get the number 667 in memory of F6, F7. Hashtag justice for F6, F7. Also for the memes. point of trying to pass because I'm going to be getting off right here. The Tyler exit. Looking up at the top information bar, I'm seeing that we're only 12 miles from the destination, apparently in the town called Lindale, Texas. And of course, we're stopped at a red light, and there's another red light over there. So when this one turns green, I'm going to be able to pull out, but I'm just going to be stuck in another line waiting for a light to turn green. I'm not going to be able to fit in the left lane like I'm supposed to, so I'll just go on up here. I need to be in this lane anyway, and it looks like everybody that was in the left lane is turning. A lot of traffic down here. And there goes the loan payment. And something I've noticed is that the top info bar mod does not show loan payments. I'm not sure if... Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet I have... I wonder if that's a hidden road. I'm pretty sure I've turned off company messages in the what's it called, the widget settings. So after I drop off these clamshell buckets, I'll before I take my next job, I'll see if that's what I've done, and if it is, I'll change that so that those messages do appear. Let's see where to park. Oh, okay. Well, how's the best way to get to that? I don't think I can pull around and pull forward into it, so I'm going to have to slide across the scale here, which I'm sure they wanted me to do anyway. Yeah, okay. And I never really liked these parking spots. Though it looks like this one might not be so bad. Let me roll the window down so I can stick my head out. Alright, here we go. back going in there. Not too bad. And let's see what we get. All right, so starting off the day with a $1,200 payment. That's good. The XP bar turned blue before I had a chance to see how much it increased. I don't think it increased too far. But let me see if I can find a job going to Louisiana. All right. Well, I just had to go right down the road and I picked up a load of empty pallets that are heading to Shreveport. So let's get back on the road. It was a little bit of took a little effort to get the trailer back in right there, but I did get it eventually without hitting too much. I think I might have scraped the front bumper on my truck, but nothing too serious as far as I could tell. And I think, oh, no trucks, it says. A lot of greenhouses over there. Here we go. And this is not a very high-paying job, only about $460. But you put that with that $1,200 I got for the first job, and that's a pretty good amount for the day. Oh, I don't know where that car came from. Okay, so in earlier video, I got a ticket for turning right on a red. I'm still not sure how that happened or why. But it didn't happen that time, so no problems today, I hope. We'll just have to see how this one goes. It's only 120 miles to the drop-off in Shreveport, and I'll be done for the day. Unfortunately, this is a World of Trucks job, so I'm limited to 65. So, being beat by a truck on the side road. How disappointing. You know, YouTube is an interesting place. Earlier, I was watching a video showing how to make foliage for, little scale model trees, like you might put around a model railroad. And it was an interesting video, and I just happened to look down and notice that it was from 5 years ago. So I thought I'd see what this person was up to now, and well, they stopped making videos on that channel 5 years ago, and was actually able to find out they had a second and I think third channel, both with pretty, I discovered both channels seem to be doing okay. One of them, I think, only had like 10,000 subscribers. but the other one was in the hundreds of thousands. And basically, he makes outdoor type videos now, which is the exact opposite of making arts and crafts like he had been doing before. But the situation with my channel, you may have noticed, I've been right around 600 subscribers for the last pretty much all year so far this year. It went up to 604 a couple days ago, and now it's back down to 601, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting very many views on the shorts for the last few days, and I don't understand that, because I had one that I got like 1,200 views, which is, for me, pretty good, and I don't know what's going on. But I trace it all back to right around Thanksgiving. I had a video that got a lot of attention, but it was a Minecraft video. And, well, you probably know, gotta change lines here. You probably know that I don't play Minecraft very much. I was mostly, I was just making videos to show off the world that I had, and occasionally building new stuff. And that video, I built a building around an ENX04 tree farm that I had built in previously in my world, and that video got a lot of views, like thousands of views. I never get thousands of views in my regular long videos. And suddenly I did. And I also had a sudden increase in subscribers. I went from like, I think it was like 250 or 300 to over 500. And I think that was probably part of the problem, is people tuned in to watch Minecraft videos, and of course that's only a fourth of the videos that I usually make are Minecraft videos on Saturdays. Everything else is trucking simulator, mostly American, but also Euro. And well, I knew when that happened that I was going to be disappointing a lot of those new subscribers, but I don't really know what to do about that, because I'm not changing my my habits. I'm just not. I'm thinking actually about making a video called Why I Quit Playing Minecraft. Why you should too. I'm sure that will get probably tens of thousands of views. That actually might make things worse, I don't know. I know one thing I won't do, and that is talk bad about, well, you know, those particular sandwiches of the flattened ground beef variety. Also, I'm planning on staying away from topics like insurance scams and or some other topics that I've noticed have caused problems as far as not getting any views at all. Can't think of any right now, but I know there are some. I don't know if there's certain words that you say in a video that gets it, that's, I think they call it shadow banned. But, I've said it before, I'm not in this for money because I don't make a penny doing these videos. This is all for fun. It's kind of a hobby, and you know, I don't worry about it all that much. The trucking videos usually get between 10 and 30 views, and you know, I know most of the people who are watching them probably the same people every time. Let me see where to park. And I do thank all of you who view my videos, watch them, and if you ever give them a like, thanks for that. You know, it's like I said, I'm not making money, and I'm not trying to. I don't have to, you know, worry about the algorithm. I just realized at the old deep submergence vehicle factory here in Shreveport, which is always fun to try to park them. There's a guy sitting there on a well, it's not a Bobcat, but it's a forklift that is white instead of yellow. So maybe it is a Bobcat. I don't know. Debranded. That didn't work. We'll have to pull forward and try this turn again. I am having trouble because I'm talking while I'm backing, probably, but you know, who cares at this point? Notice that the time up there says 6:02, 6:03, so I wasn't going to take another job today anyway, so that's fine. But need to turn head tracking back on so I can move my head a little bit while I'm doing this last bit of maneuvering to straighten the trailer out, because that guy on that forklift is going to have to go back inside the building to get on the loading dock, or in this case the unloading dock, and somehow I've still managed to make the trailer crooked. Wait, gotta turn the wheel. There we go. And there it is, locked into place. And all right, let's see what we get for this last job of the day. Okay, 461, so add that to the 12. It's made a little over 1,700 today, which is really good. Doing those longer jobs are going to really help. But in the next video, I'm going to New Orleans because it's going to be the weekend. So until then, thanks for watching and have a nice day.